Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. I hope today has been treating you well. In today's video I'm going to be doing a full face of makeup, obviously, but the main focus of today's video is going to be the eyes. I'm going to be doing a very dark, very smoky eye with a big old wing, and then over the top of the wing I'm going to be using this product here, which is the new E.L.F Liquid Duochrome eyeshadow in the shade MER-MAZING. I did a full video where I swatched all of these, I swatched them over a black eyeliner, and then I did a look with one of the other shades. But today it's time for MER-MAZING, and I'm going to be creating a very, hopefully, dark, smoky, autumnal glamorous sort of a look. So if you like these sort of makeup try on reviews and you like cruelty free and affordable makeup, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. That is what we do on this channel here. But let's just get into the makeup because I desperately need some makeup on my face. I'm going to start with the base, so I will just clip my hair out of the way. And for the base I'm wanting to go quite glam, quite like full coverage, but a little bit glowy. So I'm going to be, of course, mixing together two products, because when do I ever just use a foundation by itself? I'm going to use a few sort of swipes of the Collection Gorgeous Glow Filter Finish Primer and Illuminator. I'm just going to put a few swipes of this, a few dips, onto the back of my hand. And then I'm taking one pump of the Catrice True Skin Hydrating Foundation. I have this in the shade 004 Neutral Porcelain. So I'm going to take a little bit less than a pump. This is so incredibly full coverage. You don't need much of it at all. And I'm going to get an eyeshadow brush and just mix these together on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to blend it out with a sponge because that's what I like to do. So I'm just bouncing in all of this foundation with my sponge, really blending it out, but you can see it's like really good coverage even just with that really small amount of foundation. And then I'm using the matching concealer, but it's in the shade Down. So this is the Catrice True Skin High Cover Concealer in 002 Neutral Ivory. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this right onto the inner corner. I'm going to blend this out with the sponge as well. Then, like I say, we're going quite glam today. So I do actually want to use a contour product rather than just a bronzer. So I'm going in with the PS Pro Cream Contour Buildable Coverage. This is in the lightest shade, I do believe. It doesn't actually say on it what shade it is, which is very annoying, but this is so incredibly pigmented. You need the tiniest little bit. I'm just going to do that many, and I will get a brush and start to blend this out. See, and even that one dot was like, oh, way too much. I will have to go over that with my sponge. I don't know if that sponge has made that any better, but that is what we are dealing with now. So I'm going to go in with a bronzer now, a powder bronzer. So this is the BH Cosmetics Tempting in Tahiti little quaddy doodah, and I'm just going to dip into both of the like bronzery shades down at the bottom and brush that all over. So this is going to add like the warmth, and also one of these is glowy, so it is adding a little bit of a glow as well. So we're starting to get that colour, we're starting to get that glow. I'm going to be using one of my favourite blushes for this time of year, the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore, my favourite blush for autumn. And you know me, I'm really going to go in heavy with the blush, especially because we're doing quite a lot on the eyes. I feel like my face can take it. I really like a lot of blush. So I'm going to do a few hearty layers of blush, and this also has a really nice bit of glow in it as well. I am going to be using a highlighter today, but this does have a really nice level of glow to it just by itself. I'm going to just go in at this point with a little bit of lip oil. This is the new E.L.F one, just because my lips are so dry. I needed a little bit of that. For highlight, I'm going to use my all-time favourite highlight, the Revolution Highlighter Reloaded in Just My Type. So I'm going to swirl my brush into here again, heartily, and then add it onto the cheeks. So obviously we've already got that glow in the foundation, we've already got the glow in the blush, we've also got a little bit of glow in that bronzer, but this highlight just brings me so much joy. It's the one that I wore on my wedding day. It's so smooth. It just looks lit from within, you know, all of the things. I absolutely love it, and it's like £4, so you can't go wrong. It's absolutely beautiful, and I love just drowning myself in it basically. So I'm just gonna really work that into the skin, and then I will just go over the top with my blush brush. No more product on it, just I like going over the top of the highlight with the blush brush so that it doesn't look like highlight, blush, bronzer, so it's all like really nicely melted in together. And I am so happy with how the skin is looking. That's like a lot of coverage, but it's like glam and still very glowy, and I love all of these products together. Big fan. So for the brows, I'm going to use the two Beauty Bay products. This came in like a kit together. The eyebrow pencil in the shade Bark and the brow fixer in the shade Sable. So I'll be right back when I've got some brows on my head. So I'm just going in with a little bit of the Beauty Bay Eye Base in the shade 2. I'm just going to tap that out over the eyes, and for the eyeshadow I'm going to be using the new eyeshadow palette from NUA, the Nocturnal palette. Again, I've got a full review and like swatch video of that, but I just want to use a couple of the shades for like the base of the eye look, because obviously the star of the show is that liquid eyeshadow, so I just want to do a little something with this. I'm just going to dip into the shades Obscure and Orb like together, so this one and this one, dip into both and like blend them together on my brush so that I get something in between those two. What I like to do, little tip for you, I don't know if this is what you're meant to do, but this is what I do. I will dip into both of them, so then obviously I've got like both of those shades on my brush, and then I'll like stamp the brush onto just a bit of the packaging to like mix it together on the brush so that you don't get parts that are darker and parts that are lighter. So I've got that mixture of shades, and then I'm just going to tap that into my crease and blend it out. I do want this to be quite dark and quite smoky, but this is what I'm going to start with. So then I'm going in with a much smaller but still fluffy brush, and I'm dipping just straight into that Obscure shade, that darkest ready toned browny sort of shade, and I'm just going to tap that on the outer corner, and obviously I'm going to be doing a wing, so I'm just like deepening up the outer corner and like starting to create that sort of lifted angle. And then I've just taken a little bit of Dusk, which is this shade here, and I've just sort of blended out that Obscure shade a little bit with that, sort of put it more across the lid. It is ever so slightly, it's almost like a satin finish, that Dusk shade, so it's not like completely matte. It's really, really beautiful. So then that's it for the eyeshadow. I'm done with the palette now, and then I'm gonna do a wing. And I was considering doing black because classic, But then I thought, I've got this one, which is, again, MUA, the Intense Colour Liquid Liner. And this is green. It's in the shade Amazonia. That writing's tiny. And this is a beautiful green. And I figured that the liquid eyeshadow, the E.L.F one, over the top of a green rather than a black, I'm hoping that the green shows through a little bit, because obviously this has like a greenness to it. It's MER-MAZING, so it's like a bluey, greeny, it's so many different colours, this E.L.F one, but I'm hoping that putting it over the top of a green rather than a black will give it a little something extra. So I am going to go and do a wing, hopefully. And then I will show you how I do the next step. I have done this look so many times, this like technique where I put down a solid wing and then I go over the top of it with a glitter or something like that, but I'm going to be doing it again. So firstly, how incredible does that look just with the green wing? I absolutely love that colour, but going over the top of it with this, the E.L.F Duochrome liquid eyeshadow in MER-MAZING. Like I say, I've got a full like swatching video, first impression, trying these out for the first time. This is just how I thought, or like I knew that I would use a product like this. So I've got the liquid eyeshadow and I'm looking for my brush. You want a tiny little brush like this. This is the Beauty Bay BB211 brush, so it's a liner brush but it's teeny tiny, and you're going to take the little applicator and take the product onto your little liner brush, and I like scoop off the product and like really work it into the brush from the applicator. And then, oh, it's also worth noting, you want your liquid liner to be completely dry before you do this. Then you're just going to get your mirror, because I've got to get really close to a mirror. And you're just going to paint this over the top. And I can't talk whilst I do this because I need to concentrate. Look how incredible that colour is. That is exactly what I was hoping for. So it's almost pulling more green than it was before. Like the swatch that I did before, I did over a black liner, but I feel like putting it over a green is making it more green. I absolutely love that. And when that catches the light, it's just so bright and reflective. I absolutely love it. Okay, so I did just slip with that one, so we're not going to look at that side too closely. I also want to just like keep my eyes looking down whilst this completely dries, because otherwise this is a liquid, so it will like transfer up here if I'm not really careful. But that is the gist of the look. I will go in with mascara. I'm going to use the E.L.F Lash and Roll mascara. And then that's the eyes completely done. I do feel like this is nearly dry. It doesn't take very long to set down, but I just want to be extra sure, you know? So that is a couple of layers of mascara on the eyes. And I think that that sort of thin, fluttery amount of mascara, rather than something that I normally do, which is a very thick, clumpy lash, I think something a little bit flutterier, a little bit lighter, really like lets you see this incredible colour. So that is what the eyes are looking like. I am just going to do a little inner corner highlight, just with that one that we used on the face, the Revolution Highlight Reloaded in Just My Type. I'm just going to put a little bit of that right on the inner corner. I will blend that out a little bit. And I do like using the same highlight on the inner corner of my eye and my face. I just feel like it ties everything together really nicely. So do that, and then a little tap over with the eyeshadow brush, and that is the eyes done. Let me zoom you out and we can do the lips. So I'm going in with the Essence 8 Hour Matte Comfort Lip Liner in 04 Rosy Nude, which is a new one. Well, this one is new. I have had this shade before and I absolutely love it, but I somehow I managed to lose it, so I've got my hands on another one, but I'm absolutely thrilled. I'm so glad that I have this lip liner back in my life. And then the lipstick that I'm going to use is this one here, the W7 lipstick in Naked Desire, and these are so creamy, so pigmented. Just watch. That is all I need. It's like, this lipstick is gonna last me forever. I'm never going to run out of it. And that is my finished look. Do I need more of anything? Do I need more blush? No, you know what? I don't think I do. I think I'm happy. So this is the finished look. Let me know what you think. Let me know, is this the sort of way that you would use these E.L.F Duochrome liquid eyeshadows? Because honestly, this is absolutely the look of like Christmas parties for me. This is absolutely what I would do. I just think, you know, in dim lighting, and then there's like a little bit of light and it just catches on your eyeliner, like when you blink or you look down. I think it looks fantastic. I absolutely love these liquid eyeliners, or eyeshadows rather, using it as an eyeliner. I think that this looks so party and festive and glam. I absolutely love it. So let me know, is this the sort of thing that you would do as well? Or let me know, are there any other like ways that you want to see me using these? I'm more than happy to do more looks with these. I think they're absolutely fantastic. So if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't yet, if you are new here, I would love it if you would subscribe down below. It just means you'll get a little notification every time I post a new video, which is 3 times a week on a Monday, a Wednesday and a Friday. But until next time, thank you ever so much for watching. Bye.